Guys. So recently, a couple of movie trailers have come out, and by recently I mean like a couple months ago. Like animated movies like Shrek. 6, I believe. I actually don't know.
Who's the fairest of them all? Why, Shrek, of course.
It could be worse. I guess it definitely could be worse, but
Woohoo, Mama light.
yeah, it's pretty bad. So with that, why don't we go back in time a little bit and visit a movie that we've all definitely seen and we've all made memories with. Everyone's hero. I know what you're thinking. How is this comparable to a movie from today, even though this is from like 20 years ago? Give it a fucking chance. How about that? How about give it a fucking chance for once? Yeah, exactly. The movie starts off with a bunch of kids getting ready to play ball, and our protagonist, Yankee Irving. Yes, that's his actual name. He's being picked on by the other kids for being weird as shit.
Excuse me.
No wonder nobody likes this kid. He's trying to sit on a full bench for one, and then he screams in their ears like they aren't an inch away from him.
Show more buckles. Way to write it out.
It finally gets to his turn to swing, and everyone on his team has zero faith in this kid. Like, they are all screaming at him, don't swing, just get balls and walk to first.
Just don't swing. Let him walk you. Don't swing at it, Irving.
Yeah, don't swing.
And I hate to hate on the kid, but like, now's a good time to mention that this kid is f***ing beans at baseball. Like, I don't know if he's ever even watched someone play before.
Just take the pitch.
Now, can someone please tell me how he let go of the bat mid-swing? Not even mid-swing, like at the end of the swing. Replay that clip. He let go of it after the swing was done. Why? Why did he do that? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. It's like he just didn't even want to hit the ball. That's what it feels like. It feels like he didn't want to hit the ball. Maybe he doesn't know what a ball is. Maybe he just thinks if he swings, it counts as a ball. This kid acts like he knows everything about baseball, talking about Game 7.
This is just like Game 7 of the 26th series.
Some bullshit. You know what? To give him the benefit of the doubt, he keeps hitting himself in the head with the f***ing bat. Like in the back of the head. He definitely has some sort of brain damage or something. Not to mention, look at how his head is shaped. I almost feel bad for him. I really do. But like, maybe if you didn't swing your entire body around every time you tried to hit that ball, then you wouldn't do that. But whatever. Anyway, he strikes out, and apparently that game lasted 5 minutes because everyone decides to go home right after. And you thought we were done trying to witness his batting skills? No. No, we're not done. No, we're not even done. I can't keep defending you, bro. It's actually getting hard. I want to root for you, Yankee. I really do. But you just threw the bat. Like, it looked like it was on purpose. You threw the bat and broke a window. So instead of moping about the fact that he just threw the broom, he goes over to see where the broken window was. I don't know, to maybe take the broom out and try again or something, even though he's going to do this exact same thing. Maybe hit a car on the road. That would be great, Yankee. What a great idea.
No, my Tesla!
So he goes over there, and there's a reflection in the glass of a ball under the car. How the hell did you see that? No, please tell me. How the hell did you see that? All right, so he picks up the ball, and he's like, I guess nobody wants you in the game either, because Yankee f***ing sucks, and I guess the ball sucks too. But not gonna lie, Yankee, at least the ball's being used. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
You need to leave. You stink.
This is an extremely important part of the movie, by the way. I genuinely think that from this point on, Yankee is in a drug-induced coma because there is no f***ing way. These kids hate him. He randomly found this ball, like, and then right when he finds it, they go past him. You stink! Like, there's no way, right? There's no way that it's not. So this is where we get to like an actual important part of the movie. Like, this is where the plot starts technically. But I'll just skim over it because it's kind of boring. So basically, this old fat dude really wants Babe Ruth's bat because he says it has special abilities in order for Babe Ruth to be so good.
Babe Ruth! Ruth at his best bat, darling. He's everywhere.
Because apparently, for some lore, Babe Ruth has been crushing the competition.
Babe Ruth is unstoppable.
Also, the bat's name is Darlin, by the way, just because, of course it is, because it needs a name, I guess. So the little guy tells his right-hand man, lefty, or should I say left-hand man, what that looks like, to go and retrieve the bat. By the way, Lefty is a former player for the Chicago Cubs and was taken off for cheating. So what better guy to go and get a bat and steal a bat and commit a felon? What the fuck? What better guy to go steal a bat than a guy who's blacklisted from a other baseball team? I mean, that just makes a lot of sense to me.
No, not at all. Why don't you put me back in, Mr. Cross? I'll help you win that trophy. I'm working on a new pitch. I call it, are you ready? The booger ball.
Lefty has to go and steal Darlin somehow. Also notice how Lefty is choking on a coin in the scene.
You're right, Lefty. Babe Ruth does have a lucky charm.
That's very important to the plot, trust me.
Do the math.
Going into the light.
We're then introduced to his mom, who's, whoa. This is Irving, I mean. What the hell is your kid's head shaped like that? I mean, that's gotta be a problem. Sorry. He gets really pissed about being bad at baseball, so he tears up a bunch of posters of Babe Ruth in his room, and, he's interrupted by a little knocking at the door.
You think you could take your thumb out of my thumb?
Alright. Yeah, so the baseball has eyes and a mouth now. I don't know why I should be surprised. I really don't. The ball wants nothing to do with Yankee, like, at all, because, I mean, everyone hates Yankee. I mean, let's just keep the trend going. Why not? But Yankee really wants everything to do with the ball and wants to keep it forever, apparently. Also, I should mention that the ball is, like, weirdly existential and extremely blunt for being a f***ing baseball, and even mentions that he'd rather just be, like, rotting away and dying in the sandlot.
But wait a second. Where are you going?
Back to the sandlot where I was peacefully decomposing.
So there's this whole chase scene of Yankee trying to get the ball, and the ball is running away, and he's doing a really damn good job. I can't even lie. He's kind of juking the fuck out of Yankee right now. So his mom hears that, and obviously comes in the room to see what Yankee is running around his room for, because, I mean, he's in there alone, right? Right? So yeah, Yankee shows this baseball, this talking baseball, to his mom. Dude, put your kid in a hospital or something. He's clearly not right.
Rolling in style.
But anyway, Meatloaf is ready, and he has to go eat. But he really misses his dad. So his mom is like, why don't you go bring him dinner right now when he's about to come home in like an hour? Go bring him his dinner right now. So he leaves the baseball behind. Not the underpants drawer. Sorry. And he starts running. And he starts running to the stadium. And he left the door open, and he left the door wide open. So just keep that in mind. And this is followed by, of course, so many running scenes. And I just can't help but think, why the hell does he run like a Dead by Daylight survivor? This kid's just not athletic. He's just not an athletic kid. Just, like, stop trying. Just don't try anymore. You were named after the New York Yankees, and you can't hit a baseball. What are we doing? So he ends up on the field illegally, obviously, and then his dad shows up and they share his dinner. He then proudly admits to his dad that he thinks his baseball can talk.
I found a talking baseball.
That's now both parents that he's just admitted he's schizophrenic or something. And I mean, at a certain point, it's like, I guess he's a kid though, so it's kind of okay. But like, also no. But also, he was running around his room chasing a baseball that he thought could talk and walk and bounce around. So, I don't know. So, anyway, Yankee's really upset, and he's telling his dad that he doesn't want to play baseball anymore. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, honestly. So, to cheer Yankee up, he brings him to the locker room of the Yankees because he can just do that, apparently. I mean, illegally, but he does it anyway because, of course, he does. I was still in awe that the fact that they both, the mom and the dad, both agreed was like, you know what? Yankee, that's the perfect name. You know how you're a janitor for the stadium for the New York Yankees? That's what we should name him. And we should base his entire character and personality and everything he does over baseball and nothing else. And he has no other interests Because why would he have other interests? He only liked baseball. His name is Yankee. Imagine being named Yankee, bro. I can't, bro. Like, anyways, there's this very heartwarming scene of them going through the locker room and Yankee seeing everything for the first time and being like, wow, maybe I can play in here someday. You can't swing. Stop. His dad makes it extremely clear that he's not supposed to be in there and he needs to leave. He's just supposed to be in there for a bit because his dad needs to finish cleaning up or whatever. But Yankee doesn't want to leave.
Aw, come on, Dad. Just another minute.
So his dad makes it very, very, very clear that he shouldn't be in there and he needs to
Close the door when you leave.
Notice how he mentions to close the door. So Yankee clearly has like a history of just forgetting to close the door because again, he didn't close the door when he left his own house. He's just letting anyone walk in for some reason. So Yankee doesn't listen to a single word his dad says because, I mean, he's a child. Of course he's not going to listen. And he goes to pick up Darlin, Babe Ruth's bat. But then...
Yo, what are you doing?
Nothing?
What are you looking at?
Now wait a minute. Slender body? Red hair? Yeah, it's a leprechaun in a police uniform. I've seen all I needed to see. Also, just putting it out there, Yankee does not tell his dad about any of this until later in the movie. But it's like, why? Why did he not mention this like the moment it happened? Like, his dad should know. Either way, his dad should know. What did they do on the way back home? Stare at each other? Yankee just had his lips sealed the whole time? Did his dad not go back into the room with all the bats and stuff? Like, he didn't turn the light off or anything. Like, all right, whatever. Fast forward to the next day, and we're given a shot at the most recent game with the Yankees, and it turns out they aren't doing too well without Darlin because Lefty stole the bat. Obviously. Since Darlin is gone, the police come to Yankee's house, the Irving's house, I should say, to interrogate his dad and make sure he didn't see anything suspicious. And it's only now that Yankee decides to speak up right in front of a bunch of actual policemen and is like, I saw something. By the way, I was there illegally too. Are we serious? Are we? Makes me think, damn, this kid really is either drugged or delusional or just insane, actually. Just insane. I seriously can't get over why Yankee looks the way he does, especially in this scene. What did they do to you, bro? Because, like, I feel like every single time I see you, you change your face somehow, in some way. I genuinely think he got drugged somehow. For all we know is, like, Yankee's actually just, like, in the sandlot with a coma. And no one has found him. And he's just dreaming all this because he wants to. Okay, so, obviously, his dad gets fired because he brought in his child illegally. You see, here's the thing. Because if Yankee said nothing, if Yankee told his dad on the way back what happened, then his dad could have been like, I saw a police guard there, but I thought it was just a regular police guard because I don't really know them. And then he would still have his job, and then this movie wouldn't be happening. But no, since Yankee's a idiot, dumbass, stupid, he decides to get his dad fired, and now his dad is unemployed. So that's good. That's great. Awesome. Thanks.
I'll get another job. I'll get 2 jobs.
There are no jobs.
But it does have me thinking a little bit, like, is this the only job his dad is able to get? Are there no other jobs? Like, I get it's the 1920s and all, but, like... Actually, you know what? No, that does actually make sense. That does actually add up a little bit. Yankee ends up going through his card collection and then finding a lefty card and being like, this is him. This is the guy who stole the bat. How he has a memory like that, I don't know. I actually don't know because he only saw Lefty for like 5 seconds. Literally 5 seconds. Guys, can we get a replay? How many seconds did he see Lefty? Was it 5? It was probably 5. Like, how is your entire life baseball and you know all these players by heart in your head, engraved in your brain, yet you can't swing a bat? Yet you can't swing a bat the right way. I don't get it. So he decides to get the bat back himself because he's the main character And also just because Screwy told him to. And he also makes a deal with Screwy that,
Let's make a deal. I'll help you to find the bat if you take me back to the sandlot and leave me to rot in peace. Deal?
Deal.
Also, okay, before I play this clip, just remember how unathletic Yankee is. Just putting it out there. Just remember how unathletic this kid is.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean by uh-oh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We're fine.
Now tell me why this mother almost dies, plummets to his death, does a muscle up somehow, and then just smirks at his ball like it was nothing. Like the fucking light-skinned stare.
Okay.
I'm fine! Oh! My head! My butt! My head! My butt! Ow! 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 So far, so good.
Are you okay? You were screaming pretty loud.
And then falls down the stairs. And then falls down the stairs. And then falls down the stairs. Unwarranted falls down the stairs, by the way. I don't know how he did that. Also, just keep in mind the baseball has a butt because he keeps saying, oh, my head, my butt. And he has a butt. Just keep that in mind. Kid fell from 3 ladders, was able to keep himself in a handstand position, and then take the impact of the ladders falling, but can't hold a fucking baseball bat. Pick a different sport, bro. Pick a different sport at this point. Because there's, like... You got different talents, man. Alright, so Yankee ends up at the train station and starts looking.
There's only one train to Chicago, so Lefty will have to be on it. We're gonna stake it out.
Stake it out. What? Now you're with the FBI?
With the FBI? Staking it out means I'm with the FBI. Okay, so if I wait outside a GameStop before it opens, am I staking it out? I think so. Does that make me part of the FBI? I don't f***ing think so, Screwy. I don't f***ing think so. Dumb as bricks. Dumb as a baseball. Like, okay, I'm sorry. But Yankee came up with, like, the one smart thing to do. There's one train that Lefty could be on. And he's gonna wait to see if Lefty's on the train. And now he's with the FBI. Now it's a problem. Now it's a problem, Screwy. Okay, bro. Yeah, okay. You were drugged. You were a drugged baseball, and Yankee is currently in a coma at the Sandlot, and it's all your fault. So, yeah, whatever, bro. So anyway, they immediately find Lefty, and they decide to get on the train and follow him, because they couldn't confront him when he was just standing around, I guess.
Take a quick look as you roll yourself back.
Roll myself back from... Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah! Oh, what a headache. No. No. Hello. No.
Man.
Why is the baseball horny?
Hello.
Why is the baseball horny? The baseball shouldn't be having those thoughts. Also, the baseball doesn't have a nose. How did he smell that?
Good. You got it. Now take me back to the Sandlot.
Uh-oh.
Alright, can we please get a psychiatric evaluation on Lefty? Because there's no way he brought one thing on the fucking train and then it's taken from him and he's just like, dang it. Oh, I have to go get it. True. And then he goes. Like, what are we doing? Also, what are these, like, guttural noises he's making?
Oh, rats! Oh, no!
So this kid has a death wish or something because there's no way you're jumping from a moving train to another moving train. And something in your brain is telling you that that's just chill, that's fine. Like, I don't... That just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. actually.
Kid! Oh yeah, the kid still got the moves.
Sir, I need to see your ticket.
Is Lefty just like the ideal male physique or something? Alright, so I mean all his ribs are broken. He's winded at least. Okay. No, yeah, okay. Can I just say my favorite guy, my favorite character in this whole movie has to be the ticket guy. He was just straight business. He heard little footsteps on the roof and he was like, motherfucker needs a ticket though. He needs a ticket. I need to punch his ticket. Guy in Polar Express be like, tickets please! Lefty does all this shit to get his bat back. And then he's face to face with the kid. And you know what he does?
The fun's over, you little punk.
Yankee goes under his legs. And he trips. Are we dead ass? Lefty, is it a choice to be unathletic? Or what? What kind of baseball player are you at this point, man?
Screwy! Hang on!
Fight him! Hit him! Use your elbow! Kicking is good.
My karate instructor would be like. Or like kickboxing. Alright. So Yankee ends up at a train station where he can't really buy a ticket at this point because it's nighttime and he has to wait until morning. None of my fucking audio recorded for the rest of the movie. It was like an hour, there was like 2 hours of recording and it's all gone. Let me know if you guys want a part 2.